Hello there, I'm Neff, and welcome to my series on day trading and investing. This video will be about the brokerages that I use and their desktop trading apps. It's just meant as a brief overview to kind of give you a sense of what it's like. Alright, so I kind of wanted to answer the question, how do I get started? You would go to a broker's website, probably the easiest way to do it. I'm sure you could visit an office in person as well. But this is Fidelity's website, and that's one of the brokers that I use. I have retirement funds in there, and I do some long-term investing and some day trading in there as well, just not as much day trading. So you would create an account on there, and then you would open up an individual brokerage account, and then you would transfer money from your bank. And you have to enter your, all the same stuff you would do to pay bills online. And then pretty soon you have an account with money in it that's funded. It could be a retirement account, or it could be an individual account, which is what you can trade stocks in without any retirement restrictions and stuff like that. So here's my account view. I have, actually like 4 individual accounts just to help organize and group my trades. And traditional IRA, or Roth IRA, and even an old 401k from a previous employer. And my credit card is actually linked in here because Fidelity has a credit card that has some good cash back. So you can view your account summaries. You can see the balance of all your accounts combined over time, or you can drill into your individual accounts and see their performance over time. And if you want to see what stocks you're holding in the accounts, you can view those all on here. I got mutual funds in this one, and some, equity stocks and options and others. And you can enter new positions online. If you want to buy a stock, you just go to the account you want, click trade, and then voila, you have this little pop-up window over here, and you just enter. So I want to buy Microsoft, boom, 1 share market, and then preview order, and I can actually place that right here, and then it'll show up in my list of held positions, and you can see your order history of, filled at that amount and that date, and you can see I have orders that are open, so I can replace that. So I can trade from this web interface if I want. Fidelity also has a desktop app and a mobile app, and let's take a look at the desktop app. So their desktop app is called Active Trader Pro, Fidelity Active Trader Pro, and here it is. It's kind of a big open window where you can create little tools like charts and stuff, and then tile them how you want, and you can kind of customize your layouts and load different layouts. So as you can see, I've just kind of mostly dumped a bunch of charts in here so that I can view on the left, upper left here, I have all the big, tech stocks, and then I have SPY daily chart, today's SPY chart, the minutes, and then UVXY as well, which is the kind of volatility of SPY. And then I have a couple other indices up here at the top, and then this other little cluster in the middle is kind of for just stocks that I want to watch, positions that I might have throughout the day, or swings that I want to just kind of monitor. And so I kind of just, all you have to do is, click up at in the little name there and enter a new symbol. I already have a Tesla one here, but that easy, And so if I want to look at these on a different time frame, I just click. You just have to click down here. So if I want to view today, here's what it's doing just today, each minute. So all the time scale settings are there, so you can view how the stock is doing. You can even make these tabs up here, so you can even quickly, tab between your different time periods that you might want. But these settings don't kind of stick between the different charts. I wish I knew a way of kind of, making them so they're all the same. You can do linking as well. I just don't often do that. Down here in this window, or this little tool, is the option chain. So if I want to enter a position, on a stock or buy an option for it, I just enter the name, and then I got my dates that I can filter by, and then all the strikes here, and I can different filtering settings, and I can enter a trade here just by clicking on it, and it brings up the trade tool here. So as you can see, we got the option symbol, buy to open, quantity 1. I can do limit, market, whatever, stop limits, trailing stops, time in flight, and then I can hit preview and then place. And then here are my open orders over here and filled orders. These are the same ones that we saw on the web portal. So this is in sync, everything's in sync with your account. And then a little account summary in the upper right here. And then in the bottom right is my current positions. And can you let him out, please? So yeah, my open positions are down here, and these are the stocks and the options that I am holding. You can sort by just flat positions here, just kind of show you everything in an alphabetical list or whatever you want to sort by, and whether you're positive or negative on the day or total, all that information, 52-week range, day range. You can kind of customize these columns, but they like reset on me, so I just kind of use the default. You can sort your options by strategy, expiration, underlying. Sorting by strategy is pretty cool if you're doing spreads or covered calls and things like that. I usually do expiration or just the flat positions. Yeah, so you can enter orders from here too. Sell to close, or roll. Active Trader Pro is a little slow in my opinion. It's not highly optimized for like day trading or other things. It is good for just kind of general management. So I've used it successfully for a lot of things. One of the other things that I think is pretty cool that I'll just show you is this kind of option analysis, profit analysis. So if I do a trade strategy on an option here, and let's just do a simple spread. Let's set the strike here for the same expiration. So I'm just building this order leg here, and I could either place this spread directly from here, and it's showing me, what the max gain, max loss is, and break even price of the underlying, which is nice to have all that, kind of visualized. But you can also do this analyzer here. So just confirm the positions that you want to analyze, and then it brings up this tool. And you can see here that the value at expiration, if the underlying goes below 420, then you won't make anything, and if it's above 425, you'll make $300, and otherwise you'll lose $200. So, and also, this today's date, if the underlying price moves, it'll show you how much this spread will be worth, because the value is going to change over time. So it's pretty cool to, you can create more complex orders and see how they'll play out and visualize it, which is helpful for me. I'm a visual learner. You have a limit of the number of these windows that you can have open, and I'm actually almost at the max. When I open up the that tool, that counts as as something that's open, so you can't max it out, otherwise you won't be able to open up a window to make a trade. So it's like I'm trying to close a position here and you can't. All right. So yeah, there's the desktop app. And then really quickly here, I'll show you the Fidelity Face ID login, which is cool. And then it's green, and voila, same stuff. You can see your accounts and your positions in there. Just tap on them, go in there. Here's the performance, see the positions, and then you can go in, of course, and sell, and you can do the same, transactions here. Open a trade, on stuff you're holding here, or, search for a new quote. Again, this is not like highly optimized for anything. It really is just like a web interface, and you can trade options in here though. If I click on option chain, it says new, and you just swipe through all the different strikes here and tap on the one you want and enter into a trade. But as you can see, obviously you're dealing with latency, and you're typing in, individual little things in all these drop downs just to create a trade. So, but still very useful if you're on the go. All right, let's take a look at Schwab. This was actually the first brokerage that I ever had an account with when I was back in high school. My dad made an account for me, and didn't go so well for like 10 years. Basically went down and then came up to break even. when I was finally like almost out of college or whatever, thanks to that .com kind of crash or whatever. Yeah, so I actually, this particular account started out on TD Ameritrade, but then Schwab bought them. So here we are, back to Schwab. Yeah, but just like Fidelity, you create an account, you fund it from your bank, and then same thing. Here's your accounts summary. You can see your different accounts that you have. I only have one brokerage account on here, and you can see your positions that you have open in your history and your kind of account balance over time. Pretty simple. If you want to enter a trade on here, you can trade stocks and ETFs just like Fidelity. All that stuff is available. Let's just enter a I really haven't done this before. I don't usually use the web interface on here, but yeah, I could enter I could buy a share at the market, and just like that, there it is. And then place the order if I want. I can't tell you a whole lot about their web interface compared to the other one, but I do know that one thing about using Schwab that is nice is that you can do 0-day expiration trades with a regular day trading account. Well, maybe you don't even need over $25,000. I'm not sure. We can talk about all those details and stuff like that later. Let me show you their desktop app, which is called ThinkOrSwim. Very clever, huh? So yeah, here's the chart view, and this is kind of what I use for my trading by default. I like this setup. Here, my open positions are over here. It's your current account watch list, so I only have one MU swing that is currently down 40%. And then I have a watch list of things that I've added in here that is just kind of manual. I created my own custom indicator here for kind of, like a day, hour, and minute kind of like up-down thing, momentum, same thing for my positions. And then here is the chart of the current position. If I click on it over here, so I've linked it. So number 2 is linked here to number 2, and then I have these other charts here for viewing just other positions that I want to click through. The whole day. This one is minutes, and then this one is 4-hour per candle view. And then this guy over here is the active trader, kind of like ladder thing. So this is the only reason why I use ThinkOrSwim, and it's more suited for quick day trading. So let's say I go to SPY, and here is I'll zoom in a little bit for the day. Here's our day kind of range here. We're bouncing around here, view ops up here. Here's my minutes. I have also this arrow indicator. This is from another Discord server, and I will share that at another time. But it's basically showing where the price is crossing some of the EMAs and where volume is increasing as well. It'll give you an indicator at those times. So I use this on these. This is the 5-minute, 5-minute candles, and I use it on both time frames. If I want to enter a position, then I just type up SPY here, and then the trader here is actually part of this guy. So I can place an order here. I can say, let's see, buy when the price goes down here, or I can just buy one at the market, or I can create a buy stop or sell stop. So here, since I entered the position, then let's just sell it if it's up here. So the little indicator here shows your kind of average price that you've entered at. And you can see on the price chart here for the actual position that where the sell and buy orders are. And as you can see over here, it added my positions as I got one quantity of the actual SPY ETF. Now, if I wanted to make that an option, let's just cancel these orders here, and I'll sell that position. And then go to options. It's a little slow for actually finding option positions, but it works okay. So let's say I wanted to buy an option because I feel like, maybe this is going to go back up to VWAP today. Well, I'll just buy market, or I could actually say, let's buy it when it goes back down. Yeah, so it's coming back down. So I got it at 54. and I'll just place my order to sell at 60. This is that easy to enter and exit, which is a double-edged sword because you can overweight very easily. Yeah, so I've kind of customized this layout a little bit. It's got kind of a different setup by default. I'm using flexible grid here. Normally, if you click on charts, it goes to this chart view, and this is kind of like the default layout. So yeah, the monitor here shows your kind of your balance for the day and your positions, and you can see your order history, working orders, filled orders. Personally, I find like their order builder kind of complicated. So it just pops it up down here, and you kind of have to enter your values and things down here. I'm not like doing that very often. I'm more visual, and I like clicking on the prices or the graphs. So that's why I like this kind of active trader thing. Oh yeah, so yeah, obviously you can add all your indicators here. I can show you a little bit of charting. So let's say I was looking at the 4 hour up here, and I said, you know, hey, there's a channel, middle click here, create these lines. You know, obviously this channel is now kind of being challenged or invalidated or whatever. I mean, whatever that is. And so these same lines should show up over here in my other charts, and I can see where, you know, the price may bounce or something like that. I feel like there might be a little bug where I have to scroll to the right or reset my expansion settings here. It's always nice when there's a bug in something. There are a lot of other features in ThinkOrSwim that I don't use, like Bookmap, which I think I had to actually ask them to add. I think that's like a special tool. In fact, I'm just not going to load that anymore. Well, yeah, one of the great things about ThinkOrSwim is that they have ThinkScript, and so you can actually code custom indicators and things. So this RG pullback arrow thing, that's the one from the Discord server that I've activated. My option size and price, very simple. Well, this one's a little more complicated, but I was using that to basically create a graph of my position entry and where break even is and if it's in profit. So they kind of like these lines here show when I enter a position or not. I have to fix some stuff with it because it kind of stopped working, or it doesn't work sometimes, and I don't know why, but I don't really use it that often anyway. But the ability to write this kind of ThinkScript code, right? But you're kind of locked into their framework, right? They have only certain things you can do. Well, I'm not going to sit around and wait for this thing to move. But oh man, SPY is actually coming back up to my take profit level. Is it going to hit it? Is it going to go up? Here it goes. Yay, we made $7, $6. Yeah, probably going to keep going up from there. So anyway, I was going to mention that. Oh no, it's going back down. Okay, I was going to mention that ThinkOrSwim has an API. The whole kind of platform has an API that you can use to write your own programs to basically enter trades or view your account, manage your account. And so that's pretty cool because I looked into doing that with Fidelity a little bit, and I don't think they provide an API. So Schwab is cool for doing that. There are other brokers that have APIs that are even more robust, like IBKR. You get the idea about ThinkOrSwim Desktop. And I did want to show you their mobile app. Here we go. ThinkOrSwim Mobile. Kind of the same thing as before. Oh, log in. Oh man, why did I not remember my ID? All right, summary of some markets and your accounts. You can tap on a position that I'm in. Right now I'm only in MU, so it's showing me the stats, the numbers, and you can access charts in here and do all that stuff. It's linked to your charts. Actually come over, I think. They're actually linked. Let's check out SPY. If I click on SPY, let's see if I can see my. Oh yeah, look at that. I drew those lines for no reason, and they're showing up on my mobile app. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, same thing. I can close out my MU order. I got the link there. I can just click close position, brings up the order page, I can set the different type of order, limits, and stuff, and then just click review. If I wanted to enter a trade on here, just click the very bottom middle, it says trade, enter the symbol. Let's say I just want to go into Microsoft, and then I can even view the option, and then I can click on the option chain if I want to do options for Microsoft as well. November 15. So we got access, so we just kind of tap on the one we want. So like I can actually tap a bunch of things and it'll go into the top there, and so I could actually build spreads and stuff like that. One of the cool things about ThinkOrSwim, well, I guess it's the same in any of them, is like you can actually buy your spreads like piecemeal or whatever, and then it treats them like a spread. This app, completely different interface, as you can tell, kind of different way of doing things on both on the desktop apps and on the phone. I don't have a setup on my ThinkOrSwim that's like, let's look at like a bunch of charts at once for monitoring. So what I usually do is I have my ThinkOrSwim open, managing like some trades, some day trades, and then I'll have my Fidelity charts up on like a separate monitor. You can swap around between different layouts, but whenever you do that in these desktop apps, it takes a long time for it to kind of load and position everything. I wish it was more instantaneous. The last desktop app that I want to share right now is WeBull. WeBull is very popular. It's new. It kind of is built on this open source. I want to say it's open source because I've seen other utilities or tools using this same kind of like UI for doing stocks and charting and stuff like that. So I want to say they just use that. WeBull itself is a brokerage. So see, here's mine. And if I just click on stocks, I get this big old list on the left of symbols that I've added. And so you can literally just start typing and it will, it'll add it over here or bring it up. And I like WeBull for its charting. It's very, it's very quick, kind of modern. I like just how easy that is. You can set your intervals down here, and it's quick to switch between them. So I actually use this for charting more, and I do not buy and sell in WeBull. I did create an account at one point, and I was going to fund it, but then I was trying to basically find out if I liked their options trading more. I think I decided that I did not like it quite as much, or at least I was just used to ThinkOrSwim at that point. So this is how they present their volume profile. You got your VWAP and other EMAs and stuff. Draw, I think there might be a hotkey for drawing, but I forgot what it is. Is it A? No, that just goes to creating stuff up there. So I don't know what it is. I got to get used to it because I do chart occasionally, but not a whole lot. So, but it is pretty good, For some reason I thought it was a little easier, but anyway, yeah, it's not too bad to do. Go in here and click this stuff, and then switch between your time frames. There's one thing that I kind of like is just, for me, it just feels quicker to switch between time frames and then view these levels. And so I will come in here, and sometimes I will use this while I'm using ThinkOrSwim, and then kind of use that to do my charting in WeBull. If I had another monitor for that, that would probably be ideal. Let's look at, so this is kind of like, I want to click between different stocks here, and then go to their chart and have like a big full screen chart to manipulate and chart, create drawings on. Can clean up some of this entries here. What else do they have? Here's their options trader. So they have like these different kind of like modes on the left, and this is their options trader mode, which shows your option chain. And then I'm kind of like an order ladder here, I think. Okay, so here's what your account view would look like if you had money in there and positions. They do have some good information, bring it all in one spot, some market summary stuff. They have a screener, which is pretty cool. So you can set up these parameters and just sort all these symbols and see who's moving today, sort of filter by market cap and stuff like that, and cut, technical signals. So that's pretty cool. And then they have the custom pane. And so custom lets you basically customize your layout. And so I actually did do like a multi-chart crazy view in here. And I don't think there's a chart limit. And so I actually was using this more for my monitoring at one point. And as you can see, I kind of have a similar setup that I did in the Fidelity one, where here's my indices on the left. I even have like my watch list with the spark lines on the far left, SPY on the 1 minute here, and also SPY 4 hour, and then I can just add like so many other charts here for other symbols. It's very easy to just click in here and change it to another stock. The worst thing about WeBull is that if you click enter, even after typing the letters, it will only take what actually had come up at first. It does. So that's actually annoying when you're moving fast. It doesn't get what you'd expect sometimes. I just want to type in a symbol and then have it get it. But account and paper trading, yeah, so I don't use those. I just wanted to show, just a little bit about WeBull here. And if you really are into charting, then you probably are using or should use TradingView. But the downside is that TradingView is not free, whereas you can use this WeBull desktop app for free. TradingView, though, is used by pretty much everybody, and so their candles, the way everything works for their time frames and calculating that is, I think, what more people are using than out there. Let's see. I wanted to do like a multi-chart view thing here, and it has a limit. It's like you can't do more than 4 things for free. Like, let's see, I wanted to do, like, look at all these things. Look, it says your plan has 1 chart per tab limit, so I have to pay for it to do more, I guess. Yeah, so I'm not going to mess around in here too much right now because I don't know, but this is what the pros use for charting. I guess it's pretty good. It's pretty fast and lets you do some cool stuff. Replay, I guess, if you want, publishing charts, lots of indicators, and also you can find stuff that people have shared in the community too. But I think you can do that on ThinkOrSwim. You can share stuff, and they have like communities for that as well too. Of course, this is what the guys in that Discord server use to do their charting, and they have a lot of stuff, a lot of indicators and levels and Fibonacci's and everything. It looks like it just looks like it's filled up entirely, and that's what they use. So definitely a good tool, and I think if you're doing that, it's worth paying for. Well, thank you for watching. I hope that this was informative so that you can have an idea of what it would be like to use some of these apps to do trading and investing, long term or short term. And yeah, if you have any requests or anything you wanted to see more of, feel free to leave a comment. And I'm going to make other videos going into more details on different types of strategies and teaching more about this or that. And I'm also going to do some live trading, I guess, or it won't be live for you watching it, but you'll be able to see my process. All right, well, thank you again for watching. Take care.